Hello everybody and welcome to the Throwback Gaming Lobby. Be sure to grab some popcorn, kick back and enjoy because the lobby is open, and that means it's time for a brand new video. And it is September 1st, as well as Flashback Friday, so we are doing something a little bit special today. We're doing a 60-minute challenge of Spongebob SquarePants Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. This is for the GameCube.
What a silly dream. Mr. Krabs had to close the Krusty Krab. Like that had ever happened. I have the feeling today will be like no other day. Now, I wonder where Gary is. I should probably walk him before I go to work.
So, this game was made in 2002 by a very small company called Big Sky Interactive. They're no longer around, but obviously that's a different story that I'll get to later. So you need to grab these pants here, otherwise you won't be able to leave the room. So I'm going to try to get through as much of this as I can.
Don't you think your little friend Gary would like to play some fetch?
Yeah, I guess.
Very well.
So you pick up the stick.
You didn't think I was gonna leave for work without a quick game of fetch, did you, Gary? Now come on, boy! Go long! Longer! Longer! What did you dig up outside, boy? There's something written on it. I think it says, Danger, Donut Alpine, Orelsi. I wonder what that means. Well, maybe we should see what's inside. Oh, don't be such a soggy sport, Gary. What harm can there be in just a little peek? Just what I always wanted, a muddy little bottle. Just think of all the fun we can have cleaning it. Here we go.
Who summons me from my endless slumber? I'll have your eyes for appetizers and your insides for dessert, for I am the Flying Dutchman.
Sorry about that. Just hop right back into your bottle and we'll bury you back out in the yard so you can...
Silence! I'll not return to that prison ever again. And what's this? You've gotten into my treasure, have you? Ooh, I hate it when someone messes with my doubloons. Now, what should I do with ye lowly knaves who dared stir me up? Let me consult my rulebook on ghostly dreams. In the case of accidental discovery and wanton disruption of my booty, the perpetrators must serve for an eternity on my bloody crew. Well, I ain't never been out to sea with a talking cheese block before, but rules is rules, so I gotta take you with me. Are you ready?
Hold on there, Mr. Dutchman, sir. Technically speaking, it was not me who found you. Gary's the one who dug you up.
Ooh, that's a relief. This little varmint looks like he can do 10 times the work. If he can survive my hypnotic spell.
Oh, no, not Gary. That's not what I meant. Take me, not him.
Too late. My decision is made. Now I've got to check on the treasure stashed back on my ship to make sure no one's been spreading that around. But I'll return shortly to pick up my new crewmate. Say your farewells before I return.
Don't worry, Gary. I'll think of something, and it'll be the type of something that will save you. You can bet on it. Oh.
Now the only hard part about doing a 60-minute challenge for this game is the fact that those dialogues that you can't skip, you have to watch and it'll take up more time off my clock. But not to fret, we'll have part 2 of this tomorrow, and hopefully I'll be able to finish it with 2 60-minute challenges. I think that should be enough time. Oh. Why am I doing that? Just chop it. You can break the barrels like that, but sometimes it doesn't always register. Now, I'm going to show you guys one little quick cutscene that you don't have to do, but I'm going to show you anyway.
Who's afraid of the big bad Dutchman? Not us.
I heard that.
Just figured that was funny. Now I'm going to go back in here and get these doubloons, and then we'll head outside. So, as I mentioned before, made in 2002 by Big Sky Interactive. I'm playing the GameCube version. There was a version, I believe, for the PS2. I think it was for the Xbox as well. I'd have to double check. I know there was a Game Boy Advance version, but either way, that one didn't really, you know, go over too well. But there were a lot of things about the PS2 version that actually turned off a lot of players, because there were a few glitches basically in the PS2 version.
Look at this! A bus stop!
Your wish can easily come true.
Yeah, so they actually spelled bus, which looks like a backwards S, and they actually covered a lot of elements from the show. And I mean, I don't know how many of you guys have actually watched. I'm sure a lot of you have. I want to get that doubloon up there. There we go. Oh. Trying to get that doubloon. I'll try one more time, and then we'll go over there. Because there are a couple of things. Nope. Okay, I'm not going to get it, so forget it. Like, that little bubble thing actually plays when they go from scene to scene in the TV show. So they actually covered a lot of that realism as well. And they did a really good job with a lot of these assets. I mean, some of them are... I mean, this was 2002. It was over 20 years ago, so they can only do so much. But this changing tends is what we need. You see all these different jellyfish out here. I'm going to cover that in a second. I'm going to get my fishing gear. And you can listen to this really cool jingle. Now, there's always a music that will play whenever you have a certain costume on. Now, there's a few different types of jellyfish. Now, this blue one will run away from you. This pink one just kind of goes in a predetermined path. Now, the way they did that was they actually did a bit of programming and scripting with what's called a jellyfish class. So basically, they had a master jellyfish script, and because there's all kinds of different types, they can put like tags on it. And I'm going to get into that in just a second. I'm going to grab this little letter tile here.
Who would leave a letter tile sitting around like that? It's as if someone wanted me to find it.
That is no ordinary letter tile. It is a clue.
So you have to gather all of the letters that spell SpongeBob's name, and I'll talk about the to-do list in just a second. So basically, as I was saying, all they really did, as I get stung, is they went ahead and created different tags and different sort of commands that each jellyfish will do. So that blue one, as you saw, it will like run away from you, and that's actually based on the TV show. There's a blue jellyfish. Now this green one here, if you get too close to it, it'll basically ascend straight up. But you can sneak up on it, but I don't have time for that. I like to do it a little bit different. So I'm going to try to speed run this level as quick as I can, but I want to try to get as many jellyfish as I can too, because we're going to need them for later.
Oh, tartars.
Do not want to clap.
So I already, talking about how the clams, you can jump on them, and I already showed you guys that real quick. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and grab those doubloons over there and move on. But yeah, Big Sky Interactive, this is a very underrated gem. I mean, obviously, there's a few things about the game that could have been done better in terms of, like I said, a couple of graphic things, but they did a pretty good job of covering a lot of the show's elements, like the hooks, for example. And they actually got all of the original voice actors to be a part of the game as well, so that was also something pretty unique that I'm sure was not cheap to do, but definitely worth it. So we're going to go ahead and go inside the Krusty Krab now, because there's something I want to do in there. There's a couple of things we have to do, actually. There's a couple of jellyfish, and there's a couple of tasks that we have to do, and I'll show you guys what the to-do list is in just a second. Alright, so grab these doubloons. Now, in case you're wondering why we just got a letter tile, it's because we needed to get a certain number of those doubloons. And we beat up that guy for another one. So, yeah. It is actually really easy to get the letter tiles, and at this point I'm just grabbing the doubloons for fun. You don't actually have to at this point, because you don't really need them for anything, other than just getting those letter tiles, but... Oh. That was sloppy of me. Nope. Trying to get that green jellyfish. Okay, I'm too close to him. There we go. Got myself another letter tile. Oh, I didn't even see that jellyfish. Don't worry, there's some square pants in the kitchen that I'm gonna go grab, so I'll be able to finish this up really quick here. Oh, I missed. See how he's in his underwear? When he gets to... Come on. When he gets to one pant, there we go. To one pant, or one pair of pants, he has his underwear. So that when you get to 0, he doesn't lose his underwear, by the way. He just, that's what's considered a wipe. You don't actually get a game over. There's no game overs in this game. You just basically go back to the beginning of the level. You don't lose any progress. You just kind of basically backtrack. So now there are 2 more letters that I need, and I'll show you guys what those are, and they're pretty simple. Because this level is just about introducing all of the elements in your normalized IPM, so... Alright, I think I got all the jellyfish over here. I just want to double check. Because, I mean, I'll come back here later, but... Okay, yeah, I'm good. So I'm going to try to get through this level. Like I said, it would go a lot quicker if it wasn't for all that mandatory dialogue that you can't skip. And they really didn't, you know... I mean, this is a small area, so you can only really do so much. And I know that they tried to tailor it to a young audience, but they really could have done a better job.
I really need to reach that.
Don't be discouraged. You can do it.
So here you're supposed to double jump, but this is also something that they didn't consider. Watch this. Didn't even need to double jump. So they didn't exactly set that up the right way. So let me talk to Patrick real quick.
Patrick, is it?
Not okay, not okay.
Oh, that's...
But there is.
What are you waiting for, Spongebob? I missed...
So let me grab the last letter tile here.
All right.
You don't...
And I'll get my reward in just a second. I want to take care of getting some more jellyfish. Oh. I want to get the rest of these. Grab that blue one. And there's a couple more over near Spongebob's house, but I can actually wait for those ones. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the Bikini Bottom here. So now we get to what is considered my favorite part. There is something in between. We'll take care of that really quick. And I'll talk a little bit about that. And I'll be quiet for my favorite part and just be very basic with it, because it is my favorite part. So now, every time you get all the letter tiles, you gotta do one of these little puzzles. And they're very easy, of course, because this game is tailored to a very young audience, so they obviously want to make it pretty simple. That being said, I'm surprised they made it 90 seconds to solve them. Probably could have made it 60 seconds, but that's just me. So you can see it kind of shows you where the treasure is. So now we're going to get into my favorite part of the game, which is the treasure hunt. And you get to do one of these every level. So this won't be the only time we do it, but it's just going to be the first time. So hopefully we get to do one more in this video. If not, you'll definitely see more in tomorrow's video. So definitely stay tuned for that. Make sure you like this video, by the way, and hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell. So, you see the little costume? We got the treasure hunt costume. We got this little rod. And you probably heard the noise. The little, you know, warbling noise there. That one. Means we're getting close to the treasure. Now, you can't actually use the costume tent as the treasure hunter. But honestly, my only real problem with this is the fact that they put the treasure chest in such an easy place. And I get that they're trying to introduce see it's right there, how they're trying to introduce the idea of treasure hunting. But honestly, I wish that they put it inside the Krusty Krab, because then you would at least be able to venture out a lot more. And it would make more sense because of how main of a place the Krusty Krab is in the show to put it in the Krusty Krab. But I digress. So here is the Dutchman's treasure. So as apparently the dirty sock is a treasure, and the kids were pretty disgusted with it, as you heard. And that always got me as a kid, is that a dirty sock was one of his treasures.
Avast, you little varmint! The time has come for you to join my ghostly crew. No use fighting it. Your fate's been decided. Now looky here what I got for you. That's right. Watch the little sticky.
Gary, why did you... No one make...
So we took Gary. So now we're going to go back to Bikini Bottom and start working on our next part of the story. But yeah, that's my only really critique with... Well, there's a couple of them. With this level is that they decided, for whatever reason, to put the treasure chest right there, which they could have put it in so many other places. Like the dumpster behind the Krusty Krab. They could have put it inside the Krusty Krab, and the kitchen would have been the best place.
Oh, SpongeBob, so nice of you to finally join us.
Squidward! Important... Sir?
So you gotta race Squidward. I just skip over the not mandatory dialogue, and I can just explain to you guys what's happening, because I want to get through as much of this as I can in the 60 minutes, and hopefully you guys are still with us. So, I'm just basically gonna go through to the Krusty Krab, do my little glide. As you can see, it's him flapping his arms trying to fly. And every single costume, of course, has a different double jump, and a different ability, of course.
Once again, we see that more legs doesn't mean more speed.
And once again, we see that more holes in your head means less stays inside of it.
Shut
Oh,
You...
can skip that. So, cheer up, Mr. Krabs. I'm just gonna follow him like a stalker.
Jeepers, Mr. Krabs.
No one seems interested in going out anymore.
Too bad we...
Sponge...
Yeah!
Never mind that.
So now we get to go downtown, and we get our first bus ticket. So now you guys know what those look like. We're gonna head downtown. And I think the bus stop for it is right outside the Krusty Krab, so we don't have to go too far, thankfully. So as we are loading in, there's two different bus stops here. There's this one. Yeah, this is the one. You just jump on the bench, and you go downtown. And you do this for all the places, by the way. But yeah, this is the first place you travel to. And again, I really...
So this is downtown Bikini Bottom. How will I ever find Mr. Krabs in such a huge place where the streets never end and the buildings just go on and on and on?
Yoo-hoo! SpongeBob, over here!
He didn't notice him getting off, you know, the bench to the bus stop. He didn't notice him straight ahead. Whatever.
Glad you finally made it, lad. It's just like you said, SpongeBob. I'll put out a bag filled with patties.
This,
Great! Our food now.
So we gotta go to 17 Seashell Street. A little lag there. And we are gonna head to drop this food off. So there are a few things we have to do. So, oh, the to-do list. So when you pause it, your to-do list, and of course, we did we didn't do every... I thought we did that stuff. Visit Squidward at his house and find... Oh, we didn't find Patrick yet, but... downtown, this is all the stuff we have to do here. So, we're just gonna walk this over, and I think we're going backwards. Oh, no, we're not. Okay, cool. Sorry, I saw that 12 and then 11, and I thought I was going backwards for a second here. There's a changing tent right there, so we're gonna go ahead and change into the jellyfish gear. Here's the 17. And we got a tip. So... Nope. I don't want to get too distracted catching these jellyfish. There we go. Saw that letter tile, had to grab it. Just get up there and grab those doubloons. Get up there and grab that jellyfish. How did I miss it? There's a tricky jellyfish over here that I want to try to get. Oh, okay, or can just sting me too, that also works. There we go. Alright, 1 second, guys. Sorry, I tried to tinker with the sound a little bit on my end because for some reason it just was a little bit too loud, but I'm gonna even it out so you guys obviously won't hear it
This delivery is...
as loud as I heard it on my end. So obviously I edit my own videos in case you guys weren't sure about that. So I'll make sure to even out the sound, that way you guys don't have to worry about any ear-piercing noises or anything like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab some doubloons. Come on, near you. I have to stop getting stung. Because we are running... We got a lot of time left, so... You know what? We'll come back for the rest. Okay. So we eventually have to get a lot of jellyfish for future missions, and so that's why you want to make sure that you're going through each and every level. So you don't want to leave that out, you don't want to miss that. So I'm trying to get as many as I can.
Find the 2 workers who placed the order. Order it!
Alright, so let me grab this. I don't want to deliver this to him yet. I'm going to go talk to Patrick because one of our submissions was to find him. And there he is.
Halt, villain!
You really had me.
I mailed in 450 kelp bar wrappers. It got... Oh, gee, Krabby Patties? Now we can play Mermaid Man for... I put your costume... Watch it!
So we need to have the Mermaid Man costume for a couple of things over here. We're going to change into that real quick. And I'm going to play as Mermaid Man for a little bit. Including to deliver that, well... Maybe not to deliver the food, because... There are a couple other things I need to do in here to get some jellyfish, of course, but I'm going to do this little pressure plate thing. Because we need to jump on top. Oh, whoops. I threw a water ball at him, but I'm actually supposed to take that guy out, so we're going to go ahead and jump on these. Oh. I'm wondering if there's some pants nearby. Oh. There has to be. Yeah, there is. I want to go over there and get those. There we go. So I got those pants. Now there's another letter tile that I need to get before I take care of that food. So if you go in here. Oh, I don't want to fall down there. So that drops. Oh. There's an easier way to do it, and you actually don't have to hit that last one. You don't actually have to, but I'm gonna anyway. Because all it does is just drop that down. So, grab the letter P. And we'll now get back to our regularly scheduled mission of delivering the food. But before we do, I'm going to go change back into my fishing gear because I want to have that for the jellyfish. So you got to deliver the food to the foreman. Now, as you guys saw, there was one over where we started that little mission of dropping off, hitting those little bolt thingies on the wall, but this is the second one. So you see how that is, it's going in the desired trail? That was the last one we needed for the, there we go, grab that one. Just looking around for as many jellyfish as I can find. Alright. And there's another blue one. By the way, every jellyfish is worth 1. There's no multiplier in this game for jellyfish, so every one you get is 1 more added to your total. There's a green one. And I really should have just brought the food over here, but that's okay. I'm going to go grab that. Didn't think that through. I forgot to do that. You can also, by the way, see how much of everything. So we have 48% of jellyfish. We got 85% back in Bikini Bottom. So that's just a way to also help in case you're wondering like how much jellyfish or like doubloons or whatever else you need. So it's tempting to wipe, but I'm not going to do that. Yeah, there's a lot more in the next spot, and there's a few more, I think, back in the business district I forgot to grab, so. So I'm going to the high-rise apartments next. And by the way, if you ever thought about going ahead, you actually can't. So they put a safe lock in place that basically means that you can't navigate ahead to these areas until you complete the required deliveries for the area that you're in. So, like, if you wanted to go to the high-rise to start off, you can't until you do this. And then to get to the construction zone, you have to deliver the food to 17 Seashell Street.
The first address is up. 2 addresses for you. Make sure to visit both buildings. Good luck.
Okay, so he is kind of right about that. We do have to visit both buildings. We're going to go on this side first. This takes us to number 8. And we're going to use this. Go to apartment 9. And we're going to start grabbing these jellyfish here. And there's one more down here that I want. There we go. Now remember, we got all the doubloons. Now we want to also go to the... Oh, that one almost stung me. Wait for it to come back. We want to go to the top of the high-rise as well, because there's something up there we need. So there's this little hook here. I'm going to grab that. I'm going to go right over here. There's some square pants, too, in case you didn't get any earlier. Alright, this is apartment 10. And then up here, there's also a jellyfish. But the letter tile is what I'm after. Oh. Didn't want to do that. Alright, cool. Landed on the jellyfish. Now we'll go ahead and grab this. Go to apartment 4. And that jellyfish is the last one that I'm going to try to grab on the way back. So to do this, you go on the jellyfish. Over here, he takes you up to apartment 3. I almost fell off. Oh. And we'll just drop that off right there. So, there's also another letter tile that I'm going to grab over here. So we're going to go ahead and grab it. Oh. I almost fell off. I don't know how I didn't fall. So. Nope. Nope. Yep, I knew that was coming. I want to go to that side because there's a jellyfish over there that I want. Nope. Ah. There we go. And I think that's all of them. So let me go ahead and... Oh, nope, there's one more down here. And I think that should be the last one. I think there might be one more at apartment 1. Let's see. Nope. But there is the last one on this path over here that I want to try to grab, so... We'll grab that one. And our percentage is 79. That seems right. I don't think I missed any apartments. So this is the last one over here, by the way, and then we're going to go back to the very first area. Now, if you're careful, anytime you jump right, you can jump right then and there. You don't have to wait for the jellyfish to cycle back, because it starts from the bottom, goes up to apartment 3, then goes back to 1.
I just need a few more sand dollars.
Well, this is your last delivery.
Alright, so we're going to the business district. Now, construction site, don't want to go there. I want to go right in here. And we'll go find Mr. Krabs back at the business district. And that'll be the last thing we have, well, one of the last things we have to do here anyway. I think that I have all the other letter tiles. Let me just double check when we get here. Yep, so, okay. That's everything we can do right now, so let's go find Mr. Krabs. Get those square pants. And watch out for that guy. Alright, so...
Your first destination is 88 Albatross Avenue. Hurry up!
I think it's faster to go this way. Also, in case you guys didn't already know, the best way to find it is by looking at the little symbols on the door. So there's 88 Albatross Avenue right over here. Alright, now, we are going to go back to Mr. Krabs, but I want to make sure that there's no jellyfish that I missed over here. I feel like there's definitely some that I missed. 79%, yeah, so there's more. Yeah, see? And I'm not worried about the timer, because that'll all even itself out. I mean, you have, again, you have way too much time given to you to do all this, so I'm not worried about it at all. Look, we're already back. So, 24 Seashell Street. So that is... There's a way to do it. I'm going to head down this little alley. There's an alleyway over here I think I want to do, so this guy's blocking my way. So, just going to hug the wall. And then we're already back out here over at 15. And there's another jellyfish there that we need, so... And the thing that kind of looks cool is that it looks like the numbers are flickering, but they're actually not. So there's a jellyfish back there that I want. I think that's the last one. But I'm gonna check after I finish this mission, so... So I'm gonna go this way. I'm also not worried about the time because these next two are pretty close together, so... Like, I'm just abusing this clock on purpose because there's really almost no way to fail this. I mean, like I said, it looks like I'm being negligent, but this is all on purpose because there's other things I want to do here. So now we're going to go to 10 Stormy Way, which is literally right after these double doors. It's right there in that little awning. So drop that one off. And then we're going to go back to Mr. Krabs and grab the last one, which is also pretty close. 11 Seashell Street. Oh, that guy almost just bit me, and that might have actually been a little bit bad if that happened, because I would have had enough time. But it would have been close. And you see Patrick standing there, obviously. And he's wearing a plankton head.
Here's your food. Thanks.
Patrick!
Hiya, Spongebob.
Patrick!
You think you're the...
Mr. Krabs!
So we got a letter tile, and I want to see 93. So there are still some jellyfish that I missed. I'll take one more quick peek around here. I don't want to take too long out here. I feel like I might have missed some... in the construction zone, maybe? Interesting. So there's none over there. I'm just rolling because it gets me there faster, so... Yeah, there's definitely some that I missed, but whatever. I have 39, which... that should be enough, I think, at least for now.
Nice. Don't be crazy, lad. But just...
Alright, so... Alright, we got about 20 minutes and a little bit of change left. I want to try to get the next part done. I'm going to take a quick peek at the construction site, and if I missed any jellyfish, I'll grab them. If not, then I will see you guys back in Bikini Bottom. Okay, guys, so there is actually one that I missed right there. I think there's more than just this one, but this is one of the jellyfish that I missed. So that puts our total at 96. There might be more. I'm going to keep looking around, and if there are, as I just did, I'll show you. Alright guys, so I'm just going to head back on the bus stop here. I only saw that one jellyfish. I'm sure there's some missing in there, and I just don't have the energy to look for it, and it's not really that big of a deal. This isn't a 100% walkthrough. This is just...
There's no better feeling than having a full stomach and me pockets loaded with money. And now for a nice long nap in the office. If it's a long nap you desire, then I can accommodate you. A customer! Well, step right inside. Place your order. You got the wrong idea, crustacean. Just look upon this little treasure and let yourself rest. That's right. Sleep.
Was that a violin? I don't know what he hypnotized him with, but yeah, this is just like I said. I wanted to get as many jellyfish as I can, and you'll see why probably in the next video, not this one. But either way, I want to try to get this next level done pretty quick.
There goes.
So you don't want to stand too close to Patrick. What I've also learned is if you stand right here, he won't catch you, and you can just kind of wait it out. He just runs around in a predetermined path. So I'll go into first person and just kind of watch him.
I'm sorry, Mr. Krabs, but all those people who ordered food told me they already got it.
Fool! Worthless lackey! I mean, that's okay. Others will soon phone in their orders and will be ready and waiting to intercept their calls.
Aha! I'm onto your little scheme now, Mr. Krabs. It's all too clear that you're the one who's been trying to put the Krusty Krab out of business.
Hi, Spongebob. Are you a worthless lackey, too?
Now I'm really confused, Patrick. Why would Mr. Krabs try to put himself out of business?
Because he's a worthless lackey?
Enough! Enough! Silence, you ignorant buffoons!
Plankton!
Plankton?
Of course, you nattering nincompoops. Who else has the intellect to mastermind such a plan? I would have succeeded too if it weren't for your utter incompetence.
Does this mean I don't get that raise?
Let's face it, Plankton. Evil does not pay, or even get very good tips. Your days of impersonating Mr. Krabs are over.
You may have won that round, Spongebob, but I don't need a disguise to separate your crabby boss from his fortune. Behold, the greatest attraction to ever appear in Bikini Bottom, Chum World. Everyone will spend so much money here, they won't have any left to buy your pathetic Krabby Patties. Now I'm off to Jellyfish Fields to watch the invertebrates get tangled in nets of torture. Ta-ta!
I hate to admit it, but that Chum World looks kind of fun.
Yeah, fun.
Where did Plankton say he was going?
Jellyfish Fields.
So we have to get the Chum World pass from Jellyfish Fields, but we can't get there yet. So we're going to go over to see Squidward, because that was something else that I think we have to do. Oh. That's stuck there. There's also this little yellow jellyfish. Now this one, that one will actually follow you.
Hey, Squidward, what's this? Hey, Nick. I really...
You have to sneak over there while Squidward's asleep and get this book, basically, to read it.
How to defeat evil spirits. Chapter 8. The Flying Dutchman. Any poor soul who awakens the Dutchman must suffer his revenge for all eternity. The only defense against the Dutchman's magical powers are his most personal treasures. These are items which he carried close to him while he was alive. Find all 7 of the lost treasures in order to face down the Dutchman once and for all.
That's it. All I have to do is find the 7 lost treasures of the Dutchman to end this once and for all. Barnacles, I thought this would be a challenge.
So now we have to go see Sandy, and then I'll grab that little acorn thing. Oh, actually, you know what? No, I'll grab it after. So now we have to go in here for a little submission. And you can't access the tree dome until after you talk to Mr. Krabs at the Krusty Krab. I mean, you could have done it before downtown.
Okay, now listen up. We've just...
But you just can't do the whole thing because you still need to get the acorn, quote unquote. You have to basically break as much stuff as you can. Like, see how it didn't, like, the chops don't always register? It's really weird how that works. Like, see, look at that. I was, like, headbutting the barrel, and I, like, didn't want to break. So there's some collision issues with these, but... And also, Sandy's running around in a circle, and she's not supposed to do that, I don't think.
I gotta admit, Spongebob, that was some tussle. You did a...
That was sure.
So this is the part where he's like, oh, I should get her a present. So that's where you bring the acorn there. Alright, so, grab the fishing gear. I have to confess, like, you don't necessarily need it for this part of the mission, but I just like the music that goes along with it. It's oddly entrancing. So now, we're doing the tree dome, and this is the last thing I think we're going to do for this video.
I love visiting Sandy in her tree dome. Where else in Bikini Bottom can you worry about dying from all this air? That's strange. I don't feel as dry as I usually do, and I don't need my helmet at all. Oh, the ground in here is soaking wet.
Spongebob! Get this squishy little body over here! Help!
What?
I got this.
So what we need to do now, you see all these holes here. You gotta grab these acorns. Aww. And you gotta plug the hole. So there's 9 left. In hindsight, the one I grabbed was actually for this hole. Yeah. So we're just gonna go ahead and walk around. Now this is the only level in which there's no jellyfish, actually, which is kind of weird. Alright. So just thought that was interesting. Alright, there we go. Where's the other acorn? There it is. Just gonna plug all these holes up. And then we'll do a couple of missions out here, because there's a lot of stuff that we still have to do. I was actually thinking about just waiting, but... Here's the first, though. The first letter. So there's the P we need. There we go. 5 holes left. Go. There's another one. And we're gonna go right up here. Plug that hole. There's 4 holes left. Nope. There we go. There's 3 holes left. Where's the other one? Oh, wow. I missed that one from a mile. Yeah. Alright, now we got this one. 1 hole. Nope, that was an awful throw. Alright, now we gotta talk to Sandy. Oh. I'm gonna grab these doubloons first here. we got another letter tile too from doing all that, so... Now basically she comes right back out.
Tarnation.
So then she says, oh, I could use something. And you guys probably noticed that little particle effect, right? It's a little glitch.
Wow.
So obviously it's a hive, and you'll see that in a second here.
Spongebob!
So we're gonna go right up there, because the rest of the letter tiles we can just get later. I'm just gonna do them at the very end, because there's really no purpose in me wasting time down here, because I have to come back down here anyway. So you want to catch those bees as well.
Let me guess.
So yeah, you have to break the hive, and then you have to capture all the bees, including this bee. But of course, that's a different kind of bee, and that's actually a capital B of letters that we need. Okay, there we go. There we go. Oh, sorry, I hit the microphone. Oh, I fell. At least you guys can know what happens when you fall. See, there's no game over. There's no lives. I mean, there kind of is if you want to count the square pants, but that's more of a health meter rather than, you know, a life meter, because there's no game over system, so... Alright, so... Oh. I think it's 125 doubloons you need in here. No, it's 100. Belly slam the beehive. Took care of that. Catch 4 bees or wasps. Okay, so yeah, that's everything up here. So now we have to go back downstairs. Oh, I fell. That's kind of good because it brought me back to the door, so that's actually where I wanted to go. So grab this wasp over here. Oh, there's also a letter tile that we find at some point because we broke the hive. Alright, captured that. I'm not gonna wait there. There we go. See, it's right there. But we're gonna do this one because this one takes a little bit, so it takes 60 seconds. You run on this wheel until time runs out. Now this one I can kind of understand why they put a big timer on it, because of course this is supposed to be a little challenging mission. But still, it is pretty unique that they found time to do these little mini games here. Oh, oh god. Alright, so the wheel is moving. And now it goes the other way. Not as fast though, at least. That's kind of good. And I feel like this is where the first like treasure chest should have been, in my opinion. Like this is where the game really should have had like its first mission, because you could have maybe backtracked to Bikini Bottom for something else. That's just me. So there we go. We got that letter tile. Got that one. Oh, nope. Gotta go back inside the treehouse to talk to Sandy to get that one. But we're almost done with this level and then wrap this video up. So there's the little bee, and then we're going to follow Sandy up for the last letter here. And I promise that the levels don't always stay this easy. This one's just really early in the game, so it's easier to navigate. So we're going up to Sandy's room. And the last mission is this one. A karate mission. It's a rematch. Oh, a chair is not an object to chop. But see, you know how she hit us, and you didn't actually lose any pants, which is kind of good because she stole my treasure chest. Yeah. Just breaking stuff up in the treehouse. Sandy is where she's not welcome. Oh. I'm already in my underwear, so it's like I can't really lose any pants. Alright. Almost done. So there we go. Got the last letter. And now we're going to do another one of those puzzles and treasure hunt, and then we'll watch the last cutscene of this video, and then we'll end it. And, of course, tomorrow, make sure you guys tune in for part 2, because hopefully we'll get it done in part 2, but I can't promise anything. I'll just try not to stall too much in the second one. So, again, 90 seconds, way too long. Because the puzzles aren't even that hard. And again, really easy spot for the treasure chest. We could have put it in Sandy's room, but what do I know? Maybe they figured because Sandy's room was too small? But even in the treehouse, the tree, you could have put it in one of the branches, but whatever. Because this treasure chest is actually really, really, really easy to reach. There's a way that they intended for you to reach, and I'll show you guys what that is, but they didn't actually think that through. So they want you to jump on these window panes, which, since this one already opened, I will. But the easier way to do it is actually to just jump on top of that little piece of clothing right there. And you can just jump on that tree branch just from doing that.
Sorry, but my yard sale is over. You should have shown up on time if you wanted to buy something.
I never buy what I want. I just take it. And you're what I'm here for. Another member for my ghostly crew.
But according to my book on evil spirits, the Flying Dutchman is only supposed to take the ones who disturb his rest.
But that little snail feller is working out so well, and my old crew is so lazy. Can't we overlook that rule just this once? Just think how nice it will be when you're a member of the Dutchman's crew.
So that is everything in this video. I am going to start getting ready for part 2, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, and if you did, make sure to leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, leave a comment down below, and of course, above all else, have a wonderful rest of your night, and of course, stay humble.